It's week 3 of the 2022 season, and we've got Bobby Okereke.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes the Colts offense for their first series, and at quarterback, a new name this year to the franchise, of course, but certainly not new to the league. A 15-year vet, former league MVP, Matt Ryan.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Ryan. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. But that sack backs Ryan and the Colts up a bit here, facing a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Nifty move. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Here comes the Kansas City offense, and in his 6th season of conducting this high-powered attack, coming off 4 straight Pro Bowls, it's Patrick Mahomes.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Here's the rookie out of Rutgers, Isaiah Pacheco. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The Chiefs at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. He wanted that end zone. Powerful running, but he couldn't quite get there.
And that's going to really make him upset. And right now, there's no way he's letting a coach take him out of the game. He's going to want the ball again, so he actually does get into the end zone, hopefully on his next carry.
1st and goal at the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 8 catches, 91 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Ryan. He's going to find Taylor downfield. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. Now Ryan. And connecting here with Pittman on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They give to Taylor out of the gun. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Here's Ryan. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drop that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a toss here, short side. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Pretty Pay.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
7-7, our score after 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. As they've got it with a 2nd and 14 upcoming. Mahomes now to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 13-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney from a yard out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line. Some good games coming up here in Week 3, the first weekend of fall officially. And tonight, the Niners and Broncos from Denver. 49er fans are probably saying, wait, I thought we were done with Russell Wilson. No, they'll see him tonight. And then on Monday night, Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium kicking off at 8:15 Eastern. A good gain on 1st has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They run once more with Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now Ryan on first down. A throw on the money there to Doolin. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, right at the 40. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. And this one complete to Doolin. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
That's good. Another.
Now it's Ryan. And he wisely will throw that one away. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Taylor is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. Now Ryan. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Ashton Doolin from 3 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied at 14. The 10-play drive that time. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Mahomes. Steps away to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. On the return, it's Rodgers. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter in Nashville. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and 1st down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
1st down catch from Michael Pittman Jr. He really played like the guy the Colts thought that they were drafting in 2020 in the 2nd round. How about 88 catches, 1,082 yards, 6 touchdowns, all were more than double than what he posted as a rookie.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. So didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, Ryan. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. The Colts going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Ryan. Caught on a slant. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Ben Mason, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That time, a 9-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this 1st half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Mahomes. And this is going to be caught along the sideline. Nicely done, but right at the line of scrimmage. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now a timeout called for by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Rodgers on the return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retakes center stage. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Pulled in at the 24. 35 yards that time on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's Kelsey on the ground. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. That's complete to Tony. And they're going to get this up to midfield. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Mahomes going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Ryan. And connecting here with Pittman on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. To throw is Ryan. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Michael Dana in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
That sack backs Ryan and the Colts up a bit here, facing a 3rd and long.
They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Michael Dana
drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
So Ryan heads to the sideline, and out now is Rodrigo Blankenship for the Indianapolis field goal try.
From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the posts. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Escaping the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Rodgers to return it. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Colts to take over. They've got the lead here as they start out 1st and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week. That came at the hands of the Jacksonville Jaguars. A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And the ball is free. Taylor lost it.
And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Mahomes.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a third down gain of 4. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Colts taking the field again. Running back Jonathan Taylor at center stage.
I think he's still shaking his head a little. It was his fumble on the previous drive that led to the touchdown that has us tied.
And sometimes it's worse on a runner who drops it like that to watch the other team take the ball downfield and score than maybe if they just returned it right away. You know what I mean? Because sometimes what happens that fast, you're right back out on the field. Instead, he had to watch it happen. Let's see if it affects him going forward the rest of the game. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Ryan. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very solid gain of 27. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he's taken down inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Again, it's Taylor.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Ryan. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
It's a jet sweep. This is Pittman.
They stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Here's Taylor again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it.
And now here comes Kansas City.
And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They run a draw here on 2nd down.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 27, Mahomes. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mahomes. Now he'll escape to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Here is Michael Pittman and the rest of this offense getting set for the upcoming drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the handoff, Taylor.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll try the left side with Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 27-24, 23 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Mahomes will throw.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple